What's going on, everyone? I'm James Nicanelli, back with another video. Welcome back to Sonic Frontiers, the final horizon. It is time to do this. Been a long time coming. Wait. Are you serious? There was stuff I needed to do with other characters, trying to unlock more of the map. So, I guess before we actually do the final battle, I'm going to be swapping the characters, make sure to unlock the final map, and then do the rest of the cutscenes, then we'll actually proceed to the final battle. So, the final battle will happen in this video, but I'm going to unlock the whole map first, and then we're going to do cutscenes. Let's get to the cutscenes first. I finally unlocked the whole map, as you guys can see right here. So without further ado, let's actually start talking to people, get all those out the way, then we'll proceed to the final battle. But first, we're going to get rid of all the dialogues for Amy, starting with Sage right here.
Why the cocoa? Actually, that element may change the result of my calculations.
Oof.
Calculations? You mean the cocoa may be able to help us?
The cocoa contain personal information of the ancients and their souls. If they hold data that hasn't been uploaded to cyberspace yet, maybe
that could be the key. Wow!
Oh, so, okay. So, okay, that makes a little bit more sense. Alright, next is Eggman. Pretty sure I ran past him in like another video or so. But, yeah. Either way, it's not gonna stop me from talking to him right now. Let's see how this interaction goes.
If you're looking for Sonic, he's not
That's
here.
crazy.
You'd better not be up to no good just because Sonic's busy.
I, the greatest scientific genius, up to no good. Don't mistake me for some small-time thug who commits crimes on a mere whim.
Oh, what should I mistake you for then?
Next up, we're actually gonna fast travel to... I don't know, I went there. There you go. We're gonna fast travel because we can now do that through the portals. And we're gonna talk to Knuckles.
Hurry up, or I'll find the emeralds before you.
Wait, Knuckles. Do you have any tips on finding emeralds?
Oh.
Tips? Just dig everywhere until you find them. That's all there is to it.
I
Okay.
have a hammer, not a shovel. That wasn't very helpful. Looks like I'll need to find them my own way.
Yes. I could have talked to Knuckles prior to that. Alright, another Eggman thing. Alright. Let's do this. Alright, Eggman. What else do you have for me?
While I was exploring Kronos Island with Sonic, I noticed lights would appear on the ground or on the trunks of the trees at night. What was up with that?
You must be talking about the phantom lights. Cyberspace is always filled with a vast amount of data, but sometimes it overflows through the portals. That data is the faint thoughts of the ancients, appearing in the real world as light.
So they're thoughts without shape, like the cocoa. Why do they only appear at night?
They're usually in hiding for fear of the being that destroyed them. And when the moon rises, they feel safe enough to come out.
That's interesting.
Poor little things. They've already lost their bodies, yet they're still afraid of being destroyed.
It's weird, because the end is technically a moon, right? The irony in that is kind of astounding. Okay, either way. Next one is Tails, who's right by this portal as well. Where exactly is Tails at? Oh, to my left. Alright, Tails, buddy. I almost skipped that, I'm not gonna lie.
You sure do some fast searching. Well, I think it's important to stay focused on your goal, but it's not always easy. This island is so huge. I'm sure there are a lot of places I'll never be able to reach.
Yeah. I'll keep a lookout for the emeralds from the sky.
Yeah, please do so, considering you're the only one who can fly here. And you have a whole ship. or whatever. Alright, this is gonna be a little bit run. Honestly, this is where having speed would definitely help. But like, that is besides the point. Yeah, I don't know. I never got lucky with like the nighttime like sky, like, you know, things falling from the sky thing with Amy. I just ran past Eggman. Oh no, yeah, pretty much I did. But like, I got lucky twice with Knuckles. I actually did once with Tails, like while I was trying to unlock the map. So that's cool.
Shockwave created a massive amount of electrical noise. It's meaningless data that's been compressed and deconstructed, but it will be especially effective against those without a corporeal form. Oh, interesting.
Why do you sound so excited? What are you planning?
He's a scientist.
Oh, as a scientific genius, analyzing what I see and then explaining it come as naturally as breathing.
Whatever you say. At least keep cooperating until we take down the enemy.
Look, I understand Eggman is an enemy and whatnot, but like, I do feel like that was just because he's a scientist. Like, I feel like Tails would be the same way. So like, wait, is it supposed to be this way? Yeah, alright. Yeah, like, I feel like with Eggman being a scientist, that's the only reason why he's so fascinated about it.
We have to work together, so get used to me being here.
I don't think she minds.
Amy Rose, the one who admires Sonic.
Admires, huh?
Oh, and are you a fellow admirer?
Now is not the time for this. Your focus should be on the
Wait, she ain't deny it.
not
Huh?
Sonic.
She ain't deny it? What you mean? Come on now. Okay. There's obviously a lot more to go through. This is so much talking that needs to happen. Oh my gosh, there's so much dialogue that I missed. Oh, I did not think it was gonna be that much. Oh gosh. I guess we'll next talk to Sonic. But there's so much dialogue to go through. I don't know if I even want to go through all of it, honestly. I really do want to go and fight. Right? But at the same time, man, I don't know. Like, I want to get this stuff done. Especially since, like, I've mentioned before, in the base game, I did not actually, you know, do this.
Man, what a shockwave. Amy, are you okay?
I'm fine. Oh, but we need to protect the Coco. I have to make sure they're safe, and they might know something we don't.
Well, if anyone can learn something from them, it'll be you. I'm counting on you, Amy.
As I was saying, though, before, you know, all this stuff happened. Yeah, I didn't do them in the base game, which I feel like I probably should have. And I'm not gonna go back to do it now, but, you know, I feel like it, you know, I might as well do it here, if anything.
I saw a mark on the pyramid wall. It was the same mark I saw in the sky when I said goodbye to the Coco.
Oh, this?
What could it mean?
There are no definite records in the cyberspace archives, but it appears the ancients worshipped it as the symbol of a god.
They believed in a god even with all of this amazing technology? I didn't expect that.
Faith is an excellent way to shape a group's sense of kinship. However, the markings in the sky are a clear and observable phenomenon, and cannot be the manifestation of a miracle.
That's true.
Perhaps the god of the ancients depicted by the wall markings still exists out there today.
Would it be the end? Who it depicts? No, it wouldn't be the end, because why would they worship that? Maybe the end is like the devil in this relationship, I guess? I guess I can't call it relationship. But that's my assumption, that it would be, you know, it would be like quite the opposite, we'll just say. But, on to the next one. We're gonna go to Knuckles, I guess. Oh, the way over here. But yeah. While I have not did the stuff and the, you know, talk to everyone in the base game, I want to make sure I don't make that same mistake here.
Will the Coco really be useful to us?
I don't know for sure, but I hope they will.
I've only seen them get scared and run away.
I've seen how strongly they feel for others, even though they look differently now.
Well, it's worth a shot. I don't think the enemy will expect the Coco to do anything.
Yeah? I don't think they would either. They are pretty much cowards and own right. So it's it is what it is, honestly. But it looks like we have one more Eggman thing to really go and talk to with, at least for Amy. Then we should be moving on to Knuckles. 1/4 done after doing Amy, at least. It's a lot. Holy cow.
You know, I've noticed that there's no sign of any animals on this island. I would expect some to be around in a place so full of nature. This isn't your doing, is it?
Don't blame me for that. According to the records in cyberspace, all of the native creatures were transported to another island during the battle that led to the extinction of the ancients.
That's fair.
With no one to return the creatures, the island's ecosystem suffered major disruption. Only a few small insects survived. The ancients must have been fully committed to the battle to pull off such a large-scale transportation plan.
I mean, you kind of had to. Because this being was pretty much trying to kill you the whole time. And it even followed you to a whole different planet, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's the lore, or whatever. So, like, yeah. You want to... Like, they had to be very prepared. They had to be very invested. Because if they weren't, they were gonna die. And in all reality, it did not matter if they were, because they died pretty much. I mean, they lost. So it's like, you know, I don't know.
Thanks for the help, Amy. I would have been in real trouble
Oh
without
boy.
Don't worry about it. I told you I'm not just gonna sit around and wait.
Glad to know you have my back. I'm counting on you to find those emeralds.
So what you're telling me is, I did expect Amy to go kind of back to her usual self, I guess you can say. She did not, so I'm honestly proud that she didn't do so. Didn't have to experience that.
Stone tower. I think I've seen it on Kronos Island.
Wasn't it like, didn't I see something about this before?
Left by the Coco?
No, it's nothing more than a traditional structure left by the ancients. They competed to see who could stack stones higher without them falling over. The winner was determined not just by the height, but the difficulty and aesthetic beauty of their stack. It was so popular that they even had annual competitions. There was a plethora of data in cyberspace about the rules and results of these competitions. It may be insignificant to us now, but it was important to the ancients.
To them. I may have knocked some over while looking for the emeralds.
There's no need to concern yourself about that. According to the records, the ancients were delighted when the towers were knocked over, because they could stack them back up again.
Simple creatures. Either way, though, I think we have a few more Sage, Eggman, Tails. I'll save Tails for last, actually. Or maybe I guess I'll save Eggman for last. I'll probably fast travel to the other one before, you know, going to the going to the other two. But either way, 3 more to go and all that. But also, as I was kind of talking or kind of alluding, I won't say alluding to, but I figured, I don't know if we saw it in like one where Sonic was talking the stage, or if it was just something I found on Twitter. But pretty much it was those blocks for Jenga, like Jenga-esque type things.
What did the ancients use it for?
This was an observation tower. Its main function was to send out radio signals to detect the enemy hunting them down from space.
Oof.
Once the enemy's presence was detected, the defense systems on the Starfall Islands were automatically triggered. Do you recall the tower on Rhea Island? This is similar.
Was she even there for
The
Rhea
tower here on
Island?
Muranos Island has already been activated. The great threat that destroyed the ancients is near.
Oof. Very much an oof. But yeah, they're pretty much, like, those things are pretty much like Jenga. Like, you stack them and whatnot on top, and then whenever, you know, they fall, you stack them again, pretty much. Obviously, it's not like Jenga, but you can kind of tell it was pretty much inspired by Jenga. So, alright, Tails, what you got?
The Coco don't seem to be feeling so good. They're in much worse shape than us. Maybe it's because they're so much smaller. How are you feeling, Tails?
Are you calling him smaller?
Shockwave took a lot out of me, but I'm fine now. That disturbance from the sky is only getting more intense. Maybe our time limit is almost up.
Got it. Let's get back to finding the emeralds once we make sure the Coco are safe.
I swear, Amy just pretty much unintentionally just called Tails short, let me tell you. But this should be the last thing for Amy, at least in terms of having to talk to someone. Let's do this.
What is that upside-down pyramid thing on Kronos Island?
According to the information I've gathered in cyberspace, it's a terminal created by the ancients to get in and out of their
Yeah,
spaceship.
information we were told before,
When they
actually.
first arrived on this planet, they used their spaceship as a base of operations. They needed time to investigate whether the islands were habitable. They built a terminal to travel back and forth between the island and their ships. There were terminals built on other islands, but they were different in design. They've ceased to function. All that remains of the terminals is the wreckage of the elevators that were used for boarding. If you're curious, go and find the remains. But only if you're able to sort out the situation here first, that is.
Okay, Eggman. Okay, there. But just making sure I'm not really missing anything. I don't think I am. That should be everyone that we had to, or that we were able to talk to. Which means that we are going to be talking with Knuckles next. So, let's go and do that. I feel like we haven't seen this. I don't know why. But I almost feel like we haven't seen this. I have no idea if we haven't. But not like it matters. We'll watch it again. And now, finally, first of Sage and Knuckles talking.
It hasn't made an appearance yet. It's somewhere far beyond your fist's reach.
Jeez, what a coward attacking from so far away.
Alright,
But when
Knuckles.
it does appear, our time will come to an end. If we don't gather the emeralds and prepare, our chance of success will be 0.
Cool. Not that we know. I honestly might start skipping. Mainly just because, like, some of the information, if it's like repetitive information, I might just skip it. Because if it's like repetitive or whatever, then, you know, there's no reason to. And also save some time. I'm not completely worried about it.
Going, treasure hunter.
Didn't expect to find you standing around wasting time.
I was starting to get worried you wouldn't be able to find the emeralds.
Oh, that's crazy.
You are wasting time if you're worrying about me.
That's crazy. Alright. Next on the board would be Amy, I guess. Yeah. No. I'm gonna be honest. Obviously, again, I did just mention about potentially skipping these. Again, if they get repetitive. Or if we somehow find the same cutscene or whatever, I'm just gonna skip it. Information we don't need to really talk about.
Something's off about you and the Coco. What are you doing here?
Nothing. I wanted to do this, so I'll take the responsibility and watch over the Coco. You just focus on finding the emeralds with Tails.
Yeah, okay, sure, what the heck is going on?
Oh, well, that was a... Knuckles is definitely perplexed, if I'm being honest. I will say, though, one thing that obviously isn't the case with Knuckles or with Tails or Amy, Knuckles is all sped up, I guess.
Weapons we could use on the hunt for emeralds, but there doesn't seem to be anything.
There was a cannon on Ares Island, but it was was fired to drain the water in the oasis. I'm guessing we don't have time to go looking for more shells.
Or to bring it over here.
Why would the ancients waste precious water in a desert? I'll bet that cannon was a device that controlled water storage. The oasis must have served as a dam, and it was designed so the position of the faucet could be adjusted.
A dam? But all the water went down the drain.
The drained water should have been redirected into various watering holes. If only there was something like that cannon from Ares Island here.
Alright, that took a bit. It ended, and then it took a bit to really fully end. Crazy. Oh boy. Number 2.
When I get back from this
Oh,
island,
where's
I'll
Knuckles
use the
at?
ancient technology I
I'm assuming he's
learned
hiding. Oh, never mind.
to get the Master Emerald.
Oof.
What did you just say about the Master Emerald?
Nothing. I wasn't thinking about taking it at all.
Good. Because I won't let you lay a finger on the Master Emerald.
That's crazy.
It's my duty to protect it as the last Echidna.
Echidna. That's how you pronounce it? Alright, fair. No, it's Echidna or something like that. I didn't realize it was Echidna. But honestly, sometimes you learn something every day, I guess. On to the next person to talk to. It being this guy right over here.
We've got 3 emeralds so far, making good progress.
Oh, really? Well, looks like I'm doing better on my end, treasure hunter.
That's crazy.
Soften it. The enemy's getting more persistent with their interference, like that shockwave earlier. But don't worry, I'll take care of it with my fists. Just you wait.
Knuckles is so cocky. Oh my goodness. I like Knuckles, but man, can he be one cocky son of a biscuit. I don't, man. Like, Blood, you are not that guy, pal. Like, let me tell you, you are just not that guy. I might not be that guy either, because I don't know if I'm really gonna be making this. Oh yeah, I am. We're right past stage 2.
Knuckles the Echidna. Your power may
Oh,
be the key.
don't feed his ego.
Of course. You've got a good eye. If anyone stands between me and the emeralds, I'll smash it with my fists.
Just be sure not to smash the emeralds in the process.
Yeah. I mean, Knuckles wouldn't do something like that, because we're talking about Knuckles here. He obviously is the one protecting Master Emerald. He'll be sure to take care of the regular Chaos Emeralds, if anything. As it is, again, Knuckles after all. But who knows? Like, maybe he could be reckless. I don't think the Chaos Emeralds are that, like, weak, though. I mean, yeah, Knuckles is strong, don't get me wrong. But the Chaos Emeralds aren't, like, that weak. They won't shatter from one Knuckles punch.
Yet there were underground passages on Ares Island. I wonder if the ancients were building something down there.
Tens of thousands of years ago, a fleet of spaceships carrying the ancients
Oof.
landed on this planet.
The ships are down underwater.
Underwater, unable to fly, but their power is still active.
Still active? From tens of thousands of years ago?
They used their spaceship's power to build a new civilization on this island. The underground passages on Ares Island were one of many paths leading to the submerged spaceships, though they no longer seem to be connected.
Look at Blood in the background, though, just chilling. Like, dude was just trying to peep on the conversation. It's like, dude, don't do that now. Don't be rude. But either way, seems to be a few more. 2 more on this part of the island, at least. I'll give me these, please. I don't think I'm gonna do anything with them, but still.
Tails, do you think you can access cyberspace?
No.
No, it looks like I can't get through whatever's blocking access by myself.
Shocker.
Counting on you, Knuckles. We need to get those emeralds.
Don't worry, I got this. No one can beat me when it comes to power.
Sure, no one can't. Not like it hasn't been shown time and time again. No, it's never been shown time and time again in other games or shows or anything like that. No, it would never.
There's no time. Leave the enemies to Sonic and focus on finding the emeralds.
Fine, but what's up with them? Looks like some of them came back after getting beaten.
They're defensive weapons created by the ancients. They were once used to defend the Starfall Islands from
gosh.
foreign enemies. They had stopped functioning by the time the Doctor arrived, but I reactivated them when I connected to cyberspace to keep him safe. They are powered by Chaos Emeralds and are designed to automatically rebuild themselves by reacting to the gravitational pull of meteors, so they could continue to defend the home of the ancients forever.
So this is the
Even with the ancients
lore
gone, their guardians must continue to
when the
carry out their
asteroids
duty
come to
defend
this
the
island.
Try to avoid them while you search for the emeralds.
Okay. Didn't you just like reprogram them? Just so they wouldn't attack, I don't know, us? That'd be cool. But it looks like we have 3 more to go, so we're about halfway done. Oh man. Oh yeah, we did talk to a decent amount of people with tails. Or controlling tails, so I think we're probably halfway done already right now. But either way, speaking of tails.
The emeralds have moved. Where did they go?
Just sitting here won't do us any good. We need to dig and find them.
Man, it's almost like they might be in the
Their
sky.
stories changed. The way to release them should have changed
Whoa.
too. If there's a key in cyberspace, we should be
I
able to access
I feel like I've been very sarcastic during this.
Whatever.
I feel I could be wrong, but I feel like I've been very sarcastic during the Final Horizon. During the whole DLC at least. What the heck? Okay. Also, oh my gosh, I hate this. All right, thank you. Like it takes a while for whatever reason to get back up to at least this level. Like just trying to do what I did, but I don't know why I work there.
And the 4 rotating rings on Ares Island are ridiculously big.
What a riveting observation. That facility is a kind of monitor that shows the link between the island and cyberspace. The 4 rings represent the 4 islands, and when they're rotating, they indicate the link with cyberspace is in effect. When a ring stops, it means there's some sort of abnormality in cyberspace. I'm certain there's a meaning behind their size as well. I imagine there are other functions I've yet to know about. How interesting.
You know, something I've noticed with these dialogues as we go to our last one is that these dialogues are either serve as to potentially like, you know, they kind of describe like what's happening at what is supposed to be that time or whatever. Like how like when Knuckles just talked to Tails, right? But obviously there are others where, like we just talked to with Eggman, it just seems like the purpose of us doing, you know, that, or, you know, purpose of that dialogue is to kind of explain lore and whatnot. Pretty much fill those questions out, which I'm fine with. I really don't mind, you know, some dialogue for like lore, but it does seem like it's either one or the other. I'm assuming this isn't lore, because lore usually seems to be around with Eggman and Sage, but with like Tails and Amy is different, so.
There's so much we still don't know about this cyber corruption. Why do your punches work when my hammer doesn't?
Heck if I know, but they do work. I'll take care of whatever's in the way. You keep looking.
Short, sweet, to the point. Well, that's half of the characters. I guess it's time to go for the other half now, starting with Tails. Alright, it's time to start this with Tails.
Path to victory lies in the technology of the ancients.
Not surprising.
If I combine my weapons and the power of the emeralds... you don't look well.
I'm fine. Sonic's working hard out there. Even you are too.
Oh, wow.
Can't stop now. Not yet.
You've honed your mental fortitude in addition to your intelligence. You're becoming quite formidable, Tails.
Interesting. Like it. The character not the character development, but you know, like you can tell Tails has actually improved his mental, which is the thing he pretty much struggled with. for this game. Like, the main thing he struggled with in this game, I should say. By the way, before I fly to my death, let's actually, you know, talk to Sage.
I was surprised when the Death Egg robot blasted a hole in the ground. There were similar robots on other islands, but why was the one on Chaos Island the only one able to do that?
Because that was the one that the doctor was riding when he arrived at the Starfall Islands. It's equipped for battle and has consoles for investigating the islands and ruins. When he descended on the island, he used a miniature vehicle instead to head into the ruins. There, he obtained a massive amount of data regarding ancient technology and transitioned into cyberspace. Many threats awaited him there. After eradicating them, I returned to the Starfall Islands, but the Death Egg robot was already damaged by then, presumably by the heat and smoke from a volcano. So in order to continue our investigation of the island, we composed downgraded versions of the robot he was originally riding and placed them in various
Interesting.
locations.
So
I guess that
that's
makes
why
sense.
The original Death Egg robot on Chaos Island was the only one that could shoot beams and had consoles installed. We wouldn't have been able to find the underground passageway without it.
I did not expect Sonic to hack into it, but if he was able to reboot it successfully, we should repair the original robot and add it to our ranks. That is, if we can get it ready in time for our foe's appearance.
I'm sure you won't. Probably won't be needed. I'm sure you won't. Because I'm sure Sonic will be enough all by himself. Alright, Knuckles.
You finish this, Tails. I'll let you handle the best part.
Thanks.
Oh.
It's all because of you and Amy. And I won't let your efforts go to waste.
I hate the fact that sometimes, and I've mentioned this probably before, but if it, like, it seems like most, if not all, cutscenes, at least here, like their mouths just don't move at all. I don't understand why that's the case, but it is what it is, I guess.
Tails, have you noticed what's happening to our bodies?
Yeah, the cyber corruption is getting worse.
And that means we might get trapped in that lonely place. But what I'm most worried about is Sonic. I don't want to let him down.
I feel the same way, Amy. I can't fail, no matter what happens to my body.
Oh, it's okay. I guess it's somewhat easy to tell that it's getting worse, but I don't know. I don't know. I'll be honest with you, I thought there was gonna be more information, just kind of, you know, more information that I feel like I should be able to skip, but there really hasn't been.
Hey, Tails. How's the whole cyber corruption thing going?
Is what it is, I
I've been
guess.
making good progress breaking all sorts of stuff. If you need my strength, let me know.
I'm good for now. You've been a great help, Knuckles. Now, I just need to get the emeralds before the cyber corruption gets worse.
As I was saying though, it's weird how it feels like a decent bit of cutscenes in the base game. The mouths were moving for like the people talking, but here like none of them are. Even some in the base game weren't, but here like none.
I detected a similar reading in the ruins. Maybe there's something in the air.
That would be a satellite placed in space by the ancients. There are multiple satellites positioned over a wide area.
But why did they put them up there?
There is evidence that the satellites were used to send some kind of authentication code. The columns of light you have seen above ground are all masses of electronic data.
That must mean
Hey?
the emerald vaults opened when interacting with that light. It was receiving data to unlock them from the satellites.
Interesting. They're talking about stuff that I wouldn't even think to ask. It's just, even though like it's decent lore pieces, but at the same time it's like, is there really a reason to explain it? Like I'm sure there's some people who were like, really want wanting them to explain it because they just suck. But you know.
All over the place. What I want to know is what was with that pinball in the volcano on Chaos Island.
It's a part of a device that controls volcanic activity. When you turn on the switch at the top of the pinball, the volcano is activated and erupts. But it would be dangerous if the volcano could be erupted easily. That's probably why they made a door that only reacts to a special kind of energy and put the switch in a place that's hard to reach.
But why a pinball?
The energy ball gets charged up and opens the door.
Yeah, I figured the device was something like that, since the volcano erupted after I cleared the thing. But why was it designed with a pinball?
That's not exactly clear.
Oh.
Maybe it was just a playful idea on the part of whoever developed it.
So what you're telling me is
Engineers tend to be like that.
the Sonic Frontiers team just decided to go and fuck around. This is what you're telling me. You wanted to fuck around. That's all it really is to it. All they wanted to do was fuck around. And honestly, it is what it is. But like, man, that it was annoying. Doing the pinball thing was really annoying to do. Like, I'll be real. It really was.
The option has been progressing through your body. Your remaining time is limited.
I know. I may not even be able to move eventually. I need to get the emeralds and get them to Sonic right away.
I'm updating your information, and it seems there is a new possibility growing within you as well.
What's that supposed to mean? Okay. Good talk. Good talk. Again, I do kind of wish I did these kind of just like during certain moments. I don't know. It was just kind of difficult to do it when I had no idea where they were at on the map. But obviously, you know, it is what it is. It really is what it is.
Don't you think I could have been more helpful to Sonic if I had my normal body back?
For sure. In this digitized state, there's a limit to how much we can affect the real world. But there may be ways to help from cyberspace, like how we combined our powers to turn Sonic back to normal.
That's true. There must be things only we can do in this form.
You think so? Considering you guys have been doing things in this form already. Also, I have made the decision to make one more episode of this, in which is going to be the final battle. This is not going to have the final battle, unfortunately, because there is a lot of things to go and try to talk up to about, and I'd rather have the final battle just kind of be its own video. I didn't realize there's so much to go through, so we'll just probably do this in Sonic's part, and then we'll be done.
Judging by their color scheme and how new they are, I'm guessing you made them.
You've got a sharp eye, Tails. Indeed, those were power generation devices I built as I investigated ancient technology. The Death Egg robot and all of the other machines I brought in may be amazing, but they're useless without an energy supply. That's why I prepared a power generator that utilizes geothermal energy from volcanoes. If only I had more time, I would have put generators throughout this island to power a super weapon. Such a shame.
That probably helped,
The reason
honestly.
The Death Egg robot's beam was able to find the underground passage wasn't just because of the hacking, but because of Eggman's energy supply. I really don't want to thank him, though.
No, it seems like he's just talking to himself there, because if he was talking to Eggman, then it would have been something, let me tell you. But yeah, no, this is with how much there is to go through, I'm going to end it after we do Sonic's stuff, and then we'll keep the final battle for its own video, because I'm sure that's going to take a bit to do.
If you and the doctor combine your intellect,
Oh boy.
I wouldn't mind, but I don't know if Dr. Eggman would be willing.
you two are at odds with one another, yet you would cooperate with him?
Of course. I couldn't answer that on Chaos Island, but now I'm ready to decide for myself.
I mean, if it's needed, like, why not do it? The problem is, obviously, with Eggman, like, I'm sure Eggman has always kind of respected Tails, because they're kind of similar. Right. They're both scientists. They're both very smart. They both made a lot of inventions for their own purpose. You know, they're like very similar, but obviously one's good, one's bad. So I
You
mean,
must be feeling quite anxious, separated from your hero, Sonic.
oh boy.
Eggman, have you forgotten about what happened at Station Square? I may not be Sonic, but there are things only I can do.
We will see what you're capable of without him.
I guess so. Like I haven't been doing stuff by myself anyways. But it looks like there's only 2 more things to go through, and they're both with Sonic. That's good. Because I am waiting for this to end. Because don't get me wrong, I'm sure you guys might be a little bored of this, but I am extremely bored. But I just want to make sure everything kind of gets shown here, which is the only reason why I'm doing it. And I don't want to make a video after showing this stuff off, right?
Hope you're hanging
Or maybe
in
it
there,
will be
Tails.
coming after. I have no idea.
Okay, but the enemy might be recharging their energy. We need to hurry.
Yeah, let's get going, buddy.
Let's get going, best
Stop
buddy.
worrying about me and start believing in me.
Oh, rip. Tails just told Sonic what for. Or something like that. Either way. Oh, cool. Now, I will say though, Tails might be the most fun to use. It's either him or Amy, but I feel like it might be Tails just because he can just straight up fly around. I mean, this is just cool. You can skip a lot of stuff, especially the puzzles. I honestly like it.
Hey, Tails,
And also, you can shoot a beam out of it.
gadget you got there.
Well, I know I can't fight like you or Knuckles. So I'll use whatever tools I can to make myself useful.
You do you, buddy. You always know how to help out.
Alright, that's the last of Tails. We got one more person to go through. So let's do Sonic's dialogues. Alright, so I looked through the map and there's only a few that we need to do, so it looks like this video is almost over. Either way though, we got 2 with Sage and 1 with Amy.
Over there. Care to join me?
So that is how they appear to you.
How they appear? What? Don't you see them too?
The current iteration of cyberspace was formed based on your memories. Since linking with it, your memories are now affecting things even outside of cyberspace. As a result of the link, many of the things you see around you are recreations from your memory. It is a testament to how deeply you are linked with cyberspace. I have
That's
scanned the area you
interesting.
are pointing to, and my sensors are not picking up anything. To my eyes, there is nothing there.
So you're saying they're just my imagination. Well, not completely. Because yeah, no, they wouldn't completely be just my imagination, right? They'd be they're like part of my imagination, but Sonic's imagination is kind of creating these things, so he's actually able to go on them, but you just wouldn't be able to see
Seems
them.
your friends have been making progress on the emeralds,
Good.
I knew they could handle it.
but there's no time to waste. You must hurry to the tower.
You're right. It's time to get to it.
I guess. Just not in this episode, though, let me tell ya. I lied to you guys from the beginning, that's crazy. I totally lied to you guys and definitely didn't, you know. Wait, did those things just come back? That's crazy, okay. Yeah, either way. Last thing, I'm pretty sure.
Amy, I know you're worried about the Coco. You gotta take care of yourself, too.
I could say the exact same words to you, too.
Hmm.
Cyber corruption is painful, but if you can handle it, so can I.
Well, you got me there. We'll get through this together.
Oh boy. Alright. Well, yeah, no, as far as I know, I don't think I'm not seeing anything else. I know my observation skills are definitely lacking. I actually do see Tails. But yeah, aside from Tails, which we'll just fast travel to here and then go and set the waypoint to Tails. Aside from Tails, I don't see anything else. So I think he is the last one. Then we're gonna call it there. But yeah, if it wasn't obvious, I'm being sarcastic. I didn't think there was gonna be as many people or many, you know, things, dialogue to really go through. It has, I have been recording for almost an hour doing only this stuff, so it's like, you know.
Seems the tower only reacts to Sonic.
Huh. So I'm the only one who can activate them. Alright, I'll take care of the towers. Let's do this.
Yeah, each have a job to do.
Also, did Tails just talk to Sonic like Sonic wasn't there? I'm like, bro, you don't need to say his name. He's right there and you're the only one talking to him. Come on now, man. Oof. Okay, either way. I try to Goomba stomp, okay, there, that's gone now. Yeah, I tried to Goomba stomp this Coco, it didn't work, obviously. Either way, though, next one will be the last one, as there's nothing else to do. I'm not gonna worry about the Guardians. I'm not gonna fight them. I don't think there's a reason to. And all that stuff. So, with that being said, that is it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully the final episode, the final battle, should be out. Hopefully like a few days after, at max. Hopefully, I don't make any promises. But, with that being said, once again, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe, as it truly helps me out a ton. But with that being said, have a great day, great night, whatever it is when you guys are watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.